obviously, our guys, their spirit has been real good again. It was good going into Florida. It was okay going into Vanderbilt. Still wasn't what it needed to be. And I think that's why we got a lead and we couldn't figure out a way to hold it. And we were even better going into Florida. And that's why after the Florida game, even though you don't win, or we don't win, not you, but I was still so optimistic about our kids because they were not allowing a negative result in a game to impact who they are, who they've earned the right to be over a 5-6 month period, over a 8-day period. And that's a special group of guys.
Frank, especially the first 10 minutes, the defense really looked to be engaged. Was that just having Hassani out there and have a little more speed, or just really just keeping guys in front?
Just everybody. The defense was, our defensive issues were not Mike Kotsar. Our defensive issues were team issues. And the biggest deficiency that we had created for ourselves was our ball screen defense. And putting Sindarius at the 4 gives us a cleaner, more experienced player to defend ball screens, especially early in the game. So our guards don't lose their aggressiveness guarding the basketball. And what's funny is Sin didn't have one of his better games today. Not because he didn't score. Defensively, he was just, he was the one guy that wasn't as good as he usually is. So, but it's across the board. Everybody has taken ownership to do better, myself included. And I think you said, you see that. We came out and guarded a lot better today.
You've talked to us a few times over the last week about the spirit your guys have had and how it kind of ebbed at one point. Did they ever doubt, as far as your players and what their mentality was like through all this 8-9 day stretch?
I don't think so. I really don't. I think losing that Alabama game, not because we lost, not because it was 4 overtimes, but because we were down a lot and we came all the way back. And 3 different times we got a chance to win the game, and we don't, and we end up losing. I think that kind of it hurt. They didn't let it show. They didn't let anyone know, but I think it hurt. And we had to figure out a way to get our feelings out of their way. And that's why you need leadership. You don't have leadership, the team can go the wrong way there. But that's where Dwayne, Sin, PJ's been phenomenal again with his preparation, his aggression, the way he's playing. We got a real good group of guys. They make it fun for me every day. I don't have to come in here and fight. I used to have to come in here and fight now, and I'd go home every day and I'd be exhausted. I'm exhausted now because of the season, but knowing I get to come in and be around them at practice kind of gets me juiced up and ready to go again. There was a lot of emotion in that locker room coming into this game today. Coaches, players, there was a lot of emotion there, and we were positive emotion, and we were able to obviously come out and play well.
What have you seen from CD the last week? That it seems like he has more confidence when he's on the court. And then what did you think of your bench production today, led by Rakim?
Yeah, our bench was really good today. It's they all helped us. It's not that he's made shots in practice. Is that getting back to CD? He's just basically doing what he's been asked to do a little better than he was before. So he'll play a little bit more. And if he wasn't, he wouldn't play. Playing time is not charity. It's not let's show up today and let's try him. Sometimes I feel I'm doing that, but that's not the way it works. And young guys need to understand how to do their jobs every day. When they get our age, they get fired if they don't get out of bed and do their job the right way. They don't put them on the line and run them. They don't get benched. They get fired. And my job is to help them learn how to do their jobs every day so when they're our age, they can keep a job and not get fired.
What did you see out of Hassani today, and how would you judge his overall game?
Not bad. I thought he impacted the game in a positive way. I thought he was better defensively than he's been. I thought he gave us a little enthusiasm and energy. Sonny gives us a guy that can pass the ball. Now we got to make. Now we need him to make decisions on when to shoot because he's wide open and he won't let it go. We don't need shots off the dribble with a guy guarding us unless it's the end of the shot clock. But when people are running offense and there's passing and cutting and that ball gets to you and there's no one near you, you got to jump up and shoot it. And that's the next step with him. And that's what we've been trying to get him to understand. But once again, for a first-year guy, he's was in junior college for a year, so he understands that he doesn't want anything to do with that lifestyle anymore. And he was at Louisiana Lafayette as a partial qualifier, I believe, or in mid-year enrollee. He was not a partial qualifier. He was a mid-year enrollee that they decided to redshirt. So he understands Division I basketball. Pete Pena, his junior college coach, has known him since I was a kid. Just an unbelievable coach. And so he's been prepared because of what he's been in front of to take advantage of this opportunity and not take it for granted. We have to be a little patient as he continues to learn how we play. But he was good today. Him and Raw Felder, Raw's my pet project. Raw drives me nuts, but that kid's fearless. And, that's a good thing. That's a healthy thing. It's no different than me when I was a kid.